EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Young on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Now Young. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, Young. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Johnson. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the... So we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry here for Ken Walker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now an audible here into something else. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
No way, you're kidding me.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. That brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here is Young. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. They run. It's Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Young to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Yeah, we saw all the downsides of blitzing during the rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young now. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Seahawks nothing. Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Seattle Seahawks. first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Young working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ready.
2nd down, Young. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 62 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss on the play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Seahawks 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Young, he's going to change it up. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long for Young.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Young keeps it, moving right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young
keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Williams will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Young will set to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Johnson jostles free.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dayo Odangbo able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd down, Williams looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Johnson running right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Panthers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Seahawks 14. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Up the middle, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 49, Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent